If God is shaking your nest, it means He's preparing you to fly. If you want to become something, then be an eagle, but do not become an ostrich. Because an ostrich spends his time honking and crawling most of the time. But an eagle spends most of his time hunting and flying. High in the cliffs of a forgotten mountain, an eagle lived in a nest carved by time. His wings were broad, his feathers gleamed, but he carried a heavy secret that he was terrified of heights. Each morning, he watched his flock leap from the cliff, their wings slicing through the air with grace and power, and they danced with the wind, their cries echoing across the mountains. And yet, he stayed behind, talons gripping the stone, frozen by fear. The drop was too steep, and the wind too fierce. He think that, what if I fall? What if I'm not strong enough? What if the sky was never meant for me? Fear chained him to the cliff, making him a prisoner of his own mind. As days turned into weeks, weeks into months, his siblings soared to distant peaks, while he remained on the ledge, not mocked but pitied, and that pity cut deeper than scorn. He dreamed of gliding over valleys, of touching the sky. But every time he neared the edge, his heart pounded and his legs froze. Fear was louder than his dreams. Remember, the eagle that fears to fly will never touch the sky. So one stormy night, thunder shook the mountain, and an old eagle landed beside his nest. Her feathers were scarred by storms, and her eyes blazing with wisdom. She was a legend and known for flying through a tempest that grounded others. She looked at him and asked, "Why do you cling to the cliff?" Ashamed, he whispered, "The sky is too vast, the fall too far, and I'm not like you." She said to him, "Every eagle feels fear. The sky is vast for all of us. But fear is not your enemy, it is your teacher." He shook his head and said, "I'm not strong enough. I will fall." And she said softly, but her words were sharp as lightning, "The strength is in your heart, not just in your wings. The cliff is not your barrier, but your doubt is." She told him stories of her own first flight. How she too once stood on the edge, trembling, certain that she would fall. And her first leap was clumsy, terrifying, but the wind caught her and lifted her higher than she ever dreamed. The eagle has no fear of adversity. We need to be like that eagle and have the fearless spirit of a conqueror. Her words sank deep for the first time, and he believed that maybe, just maybe, his wings were enough. The next morning, the sky burned with sunrise. Fear whispered its familiar lies, but resolve roared louder. He thought of the old eagle's wisdom, of storms faced and skies conquered, and he whispers to himself, "I was born to fly." He spread his wings. The wind tugged at his feathers, urging him forward. His heart pounded and his legs trembled, but he stepped closer to the edge. The valley yawned beneath him. Fear screamed, "Stay safe." But he closed his eyes and breathed deep and leaped. At first he fell. The air rushed past. Panic gripped him and his wings wildly. But then instinct took over. His wings snapped open. The wind caught him and he soared up into the endless sky. The cliffs shrank below. The mountains, the rivers, forests stretched to infinity. His heart thundered with joy, not fear. He was alive, truly alive. Other eagles joined him, their cries a chorus of triumph. The old eagle watched from afar, her eyes gleaming with pride. He wasn't just flying, he was finally free. That day he learned the cliff was never his enemy. Fear was never the wall, but the doubt was. And once he leaped, he realized his wings were always enough. So don't be afraid the storm. Eagles don't escape the storm, they rise above it. But the eagle returned at sunset, landing on a high peak as the sky burned gold and crimson. The world no longer looked terrifying, it looked like possibility. See, every challenge was a new cliff to leap from, every fear a chance to rise, every doubt a test of courage. He thought of eagles who never flew, because eagles who let fear chain them until their wings withered. And he knew he would never be one of them, because the sky belongs to those who dare to fly. And the moment to leap is now, right now. So you have to do it. You have to take action. I know, guys, many of you are facing challenges. Many of you are being scared. Maybe you are feared because you're thinking that are you going to pass that exam or are you going to fail that exam? Because the job, you need it. It is necessary in your life anyway. But I dare you to do it now. Your time is now. Don't be scared. Think like that eagle and take that step. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe this channel.